one of the best-smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Get things going. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. He'll throw. That's out wide to Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Pass to the left side, taken in by Coleman. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
Find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Williams, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. They say it's 4th and inches. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he will have that first down. taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Oh, trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. It's the former Cal Bear, Noel Williams. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, KC.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First and 10 for Mahomes. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and it's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A dangerous Nicole Hardman on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now, faking the give. That one into the hands of Smart. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end. Mike kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This is intercepted. It's the former Cal Bear, Noel Williams. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jarrett for first sack of the season.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Yellow, yellow! Attack, attack!
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Hey, Ripley!
On first down, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. This caught right side by Worthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He is headed before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Jared first working his way in to earn his second sack of this first half.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 50-yard field.
Butker's kick is good, and the Chiefs will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Hardman now to return it. Get across the 20, mark about the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put two guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Attack, attack! Right. Attack!
To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Stretching the field is Knox. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 27 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Half the 60, half the 60. 7 Pirates.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Buffalo.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. intercepted. And a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Mahomes on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Chiefs are going to take over just shy of midfield.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Here's Patrick. He'll pull it on first down. Terrell Bernard in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 40-yard line.
And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. A throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Oh, awful play call there. This one is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Smith to return it. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin better. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Mahomes now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter. Nicole Hardman deep to return. This brought in out past the 20. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back. 77 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills are back in this one. It's 17-7. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
We'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buffalo.
They'll look to throw yet again. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up. And And set up a third down.
Ready up.
Yards to go.
19, Mike. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 60 back. 60 back. 60 back. Go.
They'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Smith to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57. Then take yellow, yellow. Watch the line. Check them up, check them up.
A first down throw for Mahomes.
Intended for Rashid.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He's going to air this one out. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
On third down, Mahomes. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
19 tight. Come on. 18, run. 18, jump 60. 79 Broncos. Check up.
Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by Knox. And he'll be forced out of bounds, a very short game.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
19, Tiger, 19.
He'll look to throw. This one caught right side by Knox. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill.
18, Pioneer. 60, trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
And it's 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, and that brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Trap 60. 19 Lion.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
19 Tiger, 19, 18 Raptor, 18 Raptor, Cup 19, Cup 79 Bronco, Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Maverick, 60, no street, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, Dragon 60,
They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Bills first down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They put Wilson in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
70 Timberwolves, cut 19, cut 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
40, yellow.
And he'll get about 5. Second and 5. Now, Mahomes. Overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This returnable for Hardman. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Panther 11. Come on, come on. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got that complete to Knox. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
19 right.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Stretching the field is Knox. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Bills.
That one good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Bills first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
19.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Back to the air one more time. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Here we go. Big Lion.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Bills. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. Oh, attack, attack.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here comes second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Price. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10.
Attack, attack!
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Open man's got it, that's Chark. They come up for second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Now here's the spike, and they stop it with 22 seconds remaining. Here's a big one. This third down.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. Running free is Chark. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This a potential game winner. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that side of the line. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Pep 18. Tied in. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Lion. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Maverick. Step it in.
Here we go. One final play. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield in the area of holding. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They took this one down to the wire. A field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.